Mundy.
Frightened me.
Sorry, Mundy at Electric Picnic. Mundy, it's 15 years, if I remember rightly, since all those years ago, since the Jelly album, as I used to call it, with the gin and tonic, etc.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it. It's been a long, strange trip, hasn't it?
It has been a long, strange but kind trip. It has had its moments of where, you get pissed off at the whole thing, but it's been mostly a good journey so far.
Okay, the 24 Star and the Raining Arrows and everything else. In terms of those albums, new material album, is there anything on the way, or are you writing your own stuff for an
I am. I've had my last original album came out in 2009.
Yeah.
I've had 2 kids and been married since. My new album is a covers album.
Congratulations.
Yeah, yes, thanks very much. It's children are easier to make than albums, but harder to mind.
Right. Just like in terms of the original stuff, what about this covers album then? Was it people that you admired, songs that you knew? Was there Cindy Williams and Neil Young and Bob Dylan and all that there for one particular reason because you'd supported them all?
Well, that's only just a coincidence, to be honest. Now that I even ended up supporting Emmylou Harris after I made the album, which is just bananas. But that just seems to be the route that I'm kind of lucky enough to get on. But no, I went in to record a bunch of songs, and 14 came out really very effortless, and it just showed that I thought I was into English music, but it just turned out that I'm mostly into American music.
When you went through it all, that was
the only one song I went to record was Straight to You by Nick Cave, and he's an Australian. But it's like funny that it just happens to be mostly American.
Speaking of Australia, you've been there quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've gone down and done some very strange bills. Like there you are, like here's the Wolf Tones, here's Mundy, and all this kind of.
Well, the first one was at the Frames, and then I said I go really Irish the second time, and I go no. Basically, I got offered to support the Wolf Tones as part of a bill, and it was an eye opener, and it was they're really cool guys, but they have it down. I mean, us young lads think I'm not saying that young, but they have it down, like even straight off the stage down to the merch stand, they shift some serious kind of swag.
Really?
Oh yeah, they.
So there's not many people who have a Mundy mug except me.
Actually, well, I had Mundy bottles of wine there the last time.
Really?
But, I gave away more bottles than albums, I think. I don't know. But no. So I'm kind of I'm in it for the long haul. So I have these little twists along the road, you know what I mean?
And also, the stuff you play in the live set, which you're going to be playing the Crawdaddy stage a little bit later here at the Electric Picnic, will you do many from the covers album, as I call it, or do you get them out of the way in some ways?
I think, now, likes yourself would recognise a lot of the songs on it, but a lot of people wouldn't. And it was nearly an experiment. I had a press release. Some of the journalists said his songwriting is getting really good. And it's just cool. So it's it just goes to show you some people don't read the press release. But yes, I'm going to throw them in. I've got about 2 or 3 I'm going to do, and the rest are going to be my own songs. And might have a special guest later on, helping me out with 1 or 2 more things. But
okay. Like when you play, for instance, like the rush of excitement coming from a crowd over certain bits and pieces. I know that you played with Shane MacGowan, and I know that you played with the Pogues on stage and doing Fairy Tale of New York, etc. When that starts off, that little bit of piano, when you're at a Pogues gig, does it just this is one of the reasons I do music?
Yeah, I did it. I remember Christmas time, for the first time I ever played with Shane. It was, I think it was the 27th of December, about 5 years ago, wherever, in Castlebar, and it was the start of a tour. And when the first
that's what I mean.
It was just between my heart kind of nearly twisting and a lump in my throat and just my eyes welling up. I mean, the music itself would twist you at that time of year as well.
Yeah.
It's written specifically for, I don't know, it just gets you,
Oh, listen, that's the Christmas song about 2 old bums in the drunk tank.
Yeah.
It's the most poignant one.
And the melodies are just so haunting in it as well,
And what about your own then, in terms of Go Away Girl? Do you try to get that out of the way at the beginning in terms of, look, I know a lot of people are just here
I actually did the Electric Picnic 2 years ago, and I didn't do Go Away Girl, and it went unnoticed, and I had an amazing...
Right.
Tonight I'll possibly do it. There is a rumour that Shane might turn up and do it with me.
See the way I got around to, is he going to mention who this guest is?
Yeah. That the rumour has it. The other thing is that I got kudos from Steve Earle, the paper, the other day. He said that I helped him be immortalised by immortalising his song.
Absolutely no question. You don't need Steve Earle to tell you.
I to hear it from the man himself. It's pretty, and it makes it kind of less a jiggery pokery song, because it is actually an amazing song.
Yeah.
You know, it's like anything that gets beaten into you, it's going to turn sour after a while. But yeah, no, I mean, if the crowd want it, they'll get it, put it that way, and you can't deny a crowd what they want to hear.
No, exactly. Yeah, I get the impression I'll be interviewing you though in 10 years' time. You go, that Go Away Girl thing.
Well, you know, I had the same thing with July, and July annoyed me, and now July I love again, and you know, you have this. And Tua Bestow I used to hate singing when that was under Romeo and Juliet, and I'm lucky enough, and please God, help me with the next album.
But to you, I Bestow, was that a good idea? Like, I mean, like you give that to this soundtrack of what Romeo and Juliet. Is there a movie? Oh yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah. And suddenly the biggest selling, whatever it was.
Yeah, biggest selling.
Was
soundtrack.
it good for you at the time?
It was, but I had 2 managers from England who didn't want any management in America to help us out, and it was being played all over the college radio. It was 4th highest add-on.
Right.
Discotheque was the highest at the time, and
97 direction.
Yeah, and they didn't want any help over there, so therefore it never flew. And the Cardigans had to re-release that "Love Me" song.
All right,
that's what gave them a lift. Yeah. But then again, you know, this is the way the road goes.
Then again, there are many red lights on Rock's Lost Highway.
Yeah,
and Mundy has broken a few.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, you can't sit around kind of licking your wounds, can you? You know, you don't get any credit.
But it's onwards and upwards for the Crawdaddy stage later on.
Yeah.
And Mundy.
6:45.
Come on yourself. Thank you very much, Mundy.
Thanks, Dave.